Hi friends, this is Vicki with Gramma Vicki Crafts, and I'm so excited today. I finally found all of these sticky adhesive tiles, self-adhesive wall tiles from our Dollar Tree. Now, I've seen lots of crafters make lots of beautiful things with these tiles. So I'm going to do something today, and I'm going to work on my little pumpkin, which I also got from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to put my tile onto my pumpkin, and then I've got a little box, and I'm going to decorate the little box. I'm going to put some flowers or leaves in here, and I'm going to make a cute little shelf sitter. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is take this wall tile out of its package. And then I'm going to trace on the back side my pumpkin. So we'll just cut the little tag off the pumpkin as well. Then I'm going to trace my little pumpkin onto my wall tile. And this is just one of those little wooden decor pumpkins that they have hanging. All the little wooden pieces that they have hanging up to purchase. So there it is, traced out, and now I'm going to cut this out. So now that I have it traced out, the back piece just came right off of the back. So I'll set that aside, and now we will just hot glue this down onto the pumpkin. I think that's going to be cute. So I'll go ahead and I'll just glue this down onto my pumpkin. So then we just line it up on our pumpkin. And I just put some hot glue. I started at the top, and we'll just go around in small sections and hot glue this wall tile down onto the pumpkin. And I think it should hold. So I'll just go all around, and I'll do that. So I've got it all glued down now, and I'm going to take my white chalk paint, and I'm going to paint my pumpkin tile all white, getting into all of those little areas there. So that's what we're going to do. So I'll go and paint all of this white, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I get it all painted. So here it is, the pumpkin. It's all painted with the white chalk paint. So now I'm going to set this off to dry, and then I'm going to work on our little box, our little flower box. And I'm going to stain that with my antique wax. So I'm just going ahead now, and I'm putting some antique wax on, just with a little baby wipe here, all over my little box. And I think I'm going to do a little bit just on the inside, just a little bit, where it might show, where I might not have the flowers or the leaves. So I'll carry on with this, and then when it dries, I'll be back. So my box is dry now. I've got the antique wax on there. Now I've got a piece of floral foam. Now I'm not sure where I got this, but I know you can buy this at the Dollar Tree. So anyway, I cut off just a piece of this and I'm going to put it down into my box here. And I'm just going to put some hot glue in the bottom of my box. And I'm going to glue this down in to there. So now I have my little piece of craft foam inside my box. And I'm going to just set that aside. And back to the pumpkin. Now this is what it looks like with one coat of paint on, and it is dry. And I'm not really liking it too much. I want to give it another coat of paint. So I'm going to go over it again with my white chalk paint and give it 2 coats. A second coat now of white paint on top of my pumpkin. So that's what it looks like with the second coat of the paint. And I think I'm going to like that better once it dries. Now what I did this time was I took one of these little sponge brushes from the Dollar Tree and I just kind of daubed it in. And I think I like the looks of that better. So that's what it's going to look like now. So we'll let it dry. So while I'm waiting on my pumpkin to dry with that second coat of paint, I'm going to go ahead and decorate my little box. So I've gone through my stash and I've got a bunch of little picks and things that have got acorns and leaves and fall colors, and that's what I was going for here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start placing some of my little pieces of odds and ends here into my little box, like this, into the styrofoam. And I'm just going to put different things in and around and see what it looks like. And if I don't like it, I'll take it out and I'll put something else in its place. But we'll start with this and see how it goes. Stick it down into the styrofoam in there. So that's what we're looking like so far. And I've got some little acorns and I've got a couple of small pumpkins and a bigger one. So we'll see. I'll just kind of play around here and see what I can come up with now. So here's my little box. I think that's really pretty cute. So now the pumpkin is dry. So I'm going to set the little planter box aside and we're going to work again on the pumpkin. So I'm going to use my Waverly wax again and a baby wipe. And I'm just going to kind of hit the bumpy spots, I think, on this. We'll see how it goes. Or maybe I'll go over it all and wipe off what I don't want. This is what it's looking like so far. I think this is going to be pretty. I should have had a glove on. I'm going to be all wax here. But the wax will stick to the paint. So you can put on what you want and wipe off what you don't. So this is what we're looking like so far. And I'm just going to wipe a little bit more off. And I'm going to let that dry and see what it looks like. So this is what the pumpkin looks like now with the antique wax on top of the paint. And here's my little planter box. And I'm going to hot glue that on to the front of my pumpkin, like so. So I'm going to turn that around and put some hot glue on there. And that's going to be our little centerpiece. So here we are, friends. It's all finished now. I just added a little raffia bow just to the top there, and I think that just finished it off. So it's just made with a little pumpkin from the Dollar Tree, one of the self-adhesive wall tile stickers, one of the little craft boxes from Crafter's Square aisle, and whatever you have for flowers or leaves in your stash at home. So if you like this, please give me a thumbs up. That helps my channel to grow. And please share with your friends and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And always remember to be kind. And thanks so much for watching. Bye now.